Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's workshop, we're going to be looking at an acrylic flower painting. Now, this painting is going to be very similar to the Impressionism style. So, similar to Van Gogh's painting, it's going to follow the same or a similar, you could say, a similar type of style, which he does is called impasto. So, let's see how we get about it. Okay, so I have my paper here. I'm ready. This is something that can go later on. Makes no sense to clean it just to get it dirty again. Okay, so, hold on. There you go, much better. So, today we're going to be creating a sort of a night type night type with sunflowers kind of vibe. So let's see how we can go about it. So over here, you know what, we can try something different. We can try painting directly instead of doing a drawing. Okay, so what I will do first is I will take some blue color paint. I'm going to be using Prussian blue. Use Prussian blue. And then I'll take a little bit of white also. Okay, so now that I have that sorted, okay, now with this blue, I will add a little bit of white into it, just a little bit, so that it has some thickness to it. It doesn't, end up being a little too transparent. Maybe I can add a little bit of water, not too much. Maybe I can take a little bit more in this. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and now I can start off by painting this area here. So let me just show you, this is the top of my paper and this is the bottom and this is the side. You know what, I'll just draw the edges here because it's not quite visible on camera. There you go. Yeah. So over here I will add this much darker blue color. We take a little bit of water and then we can start spreading this as well. In case you run out of paint, you can always take more and mix it up. And then we can add this over here. Just like this. So for those of you who just joined, don't worry, you didn't miss out on anything. I started the painting without the drawing so that I can show you how we can work about it. Yeah, that looks nice. A little here also I'll cover. Perfect. So if you want to see the reference, I can show it to you right here. 1 second. Yeah, there you go. I'll keep this about this big. in case you're wondering what I'm painting. Alright, so now we've started with a dark color, because if you look at the reference, the background, most of it has a lot of dark color in the background, and then we have lighter colors laying on top of it. So because of that, we're starting with a much darker color. Okay, I think this color we can add a bit down here also. So you see, I'm just very roughly putting it down. I'm not too focused on, any outlines or anything as such. Like that. Maybe I'll just drag this down a little bit more. Okay. So I didn't add much water to this paint, so it is dried off pretty quickly. Yeah. Okay. Now what I can do is I can do the bottom area here. So I will take my other palette where I have my green. Okay, now in this I will take a little bit of black. Some very crunchy sound. I don't need much black, just a very tiny drop. I know you can't see it, but it's just like 2-3 drops. I didn't put much. Okay. And then in this I will add a bit of this blue, since it's the closest to green. So I'll take this blue a little bit with a bit of black. Now black also is a very strong color, and I will put this down over here. So if I really spread this out, just spread this in the white patches that are there, like that. So now when I take this closer, you can see that it is slightly greenish in color. It's not entirely black. So you want it dark but not pure black like that. So I'm just scraping off any thick paint that may be there. Okay. Good. And now we can start with the sky. I will take my blue again. I'll put this here. That happens sometimes. It's quite the feisty bottle. Okay. So I'll take my blue color here, and then I'll add some white to it. Maybe a little bit more white, because I don't want it matching this entirely. I want some sort of separation between them. Okay, that seems like a good enough color. Let me see how well this works. Okay, you know what? Decent enough. So I will give it a very directional flow, you could say. So they're all going horizontally a little bit here. Yeah, I'll just put it all around. so that in case I leave a spot and then I need I need that to be filled, I don't have to go back to mixing my paint anymore. So over here we'll have one circle. Over here we can have this part come like that, and from here it will zoom out like this, and here we will have another circle there, over here and over there. So now I'm just roughly placing it out. So this also, you don't have to, think about the spacing. You can have some long strokes, some small strokes, some dots maybe like this, and then long strokes again. Because after this, we're going to be adding much lighter colors. Just like that. Now I will add more white to it. I'll take some more white. And then add a lighter color here. Same thing, following the same direction. Now here you can have maybe some slightly longer strokes, maybe just different variations, you could say. This side also. So you can see how it's starting to form a swirl. Now we still have 3 more lighter tones to go for. Over here, like that, and then again we'll take more white in this itself. I think I can add just a little bit of water, not too much, just enough that I can cover up all the spaces that I need. Maybe a little lighter, that is still very similar, so I'll go much lighter so you can get that contrast. Yeah, there you go, look at that. It looks like a school of fish swimming underwater at different depths. Or is it just me? this. That looks very fascinating. So here also you can keep like a slightly wider gap between the strokes. Maybe you can have them much bigger and longer like this. Like that. That looks good enough. Should we go brighter? I think we can leave that for later on. Now we can work on the bottom area here. So I will do the quick switcheroo. Bring my green palette here now. Take some yellow. Okay. Okay, so over here, I think I'll take a slightly smaller brush. Maybe I can mix the color first and then take a smaller brush. Like that. I'll take some blue also. Mix it in nicely. There you can see the green I have. And then along with this, at the side, I'll make a darker green. Like that. So now I have two variations of green. And then I can take my other brush. You just put a little bit of water in it, mix it up, and over here I can just add, it's not quite visible, okay, so I can take the lighter green maybe. Yeah, that should be good enough for the darker shades of the leaf. Then I can add just a few random strokes, you know, in different directions. Or maybe just going up. Like this. And then in this green I can add more yellow to it, like that. A little bit here and a nice stroke over there for this leaf to give it that nice lovely highlight over there, just like that. And yeah, I think that's good enough. Okay, coming back to this black, you can take this green, mix it in the black. This time I'll take proper black, and I will just add some strokes here. here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these circles that I'm drawing, it's going to be the center of the sunflower. Like this, see, in case you're wondering what the color looks like. Like that. Over there also. I'll clean my brush and I can start with the yellow and white color. I'll take a bit more yellow. Okay, so I'll take this yellow color. I think I can mix a little bit of red in it. I'll put this yellow here. I'll take a dot of red, maybe a little bit more red to get this yellowish orange kind of feel. If it is too strong, at this side I can mix it. Yeah. So now from here I can just give it some strokes like this. That's one flower. So I'm using the shape of the brush to, really draw the petals of the flower. A little bit here also. Some nice small cute ones. Like that. A slightly bigger one here. Now, this is not the end of the flowers. We need to add the much lighter colors as well. Take a bit of this white. Mix it in here. There. Now we're talking. Like that. And then the same thing here. In between the petals. Just like this. You can add the petals there. And then the same thing over here. we can do the same thing for this side or these petals as well. Same thing here, and finally this side. This, I think we can round it up a bit. A little bit like that. Okay, now I'll take my white color and I'll start putting in strokes only on one half of the petals. This, maybe to come out from here, you can add some tiny dots for the sunflower. Almost called it a rose. Here as well, you can add some small textures, a little bit inside these also. Like that. Same thing connecting down. Okay. Now over here, for these areas, I'll take this orange that I have and I'll just start circling. I'll basically just try to cover this. Same thing on this side as well. I can try to darken this part a bit more, make it a little bit more flat in terms of color. Okay, now I'll take my white color, then I can start adding the same sort of texture that we've done for the background on the inside. Same thing here. Just going all around. Here on the outside as well, we can add it in certain places. And inside here, there is a moon. Just like that. I think we can make this a bit bigger also. There you go, like that. Yeah. Looks good. So let me show you from this camera as well. That is our acrylic sunflower painting. So I hope you enjoyed that workshop. And this was a little, impressionistic, a little Van Gogh kind of painting. Something a bit different. But overall, I thank you all for joining me in this, and I hope you got to learn something new. And if at all you do create, whatever I show in my workshops and you want to send it to us at Rooftop, you can join us, or you can join our WhatsApp group that we have. The link is in the description. You can join that, you can send in your works, you can ask me questions personally, and we can interact. We can interact. So thank you once again for joining me, and I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, take care and good night.